My dears, today's trip day. We're going to be visiting one of the coolest countries and cities in whole Europe, the beautiful country of Poland and the city of Krakow. I start making my way to the main station, Hauptbahnhof in Vienna. Once you get to the main station, this is a pro tip, careful with this. You're gonna have different offers to go to the airport, right? Now, there is one that is called the CAT, C-A-T. This is the fastest train, but it's way too expensive. So you are going to go to the main floor and you are going to look for the OBB trains. These are the regular trains everyone takes and it's very cheap. And it's totally normal, totally on time, so pretty okay. This one, OBB. The ticket for one single ride is €4.50. So just approach the machines, you can change the language if you need to and buy your ticket. After this, go and check in what platform is your train going to arrive. Now, we just checked that our train is gonna come in 30 minutes, so it's perfect time to go to this rooftop. This is Aurora rooftop in Vienna. It's just 5 minutes away from the main station, perfect for a drink or a cappuccino, just, you know, for the wait. And also you can enjoy from this beautiful view over the city. And yes, you can see the Palace of Belvedere and the main cathedral at the back. Look at that. Now, after one cappuccino, we came back to the station and we were right on time. The train is gonna take around 15 to 17 minutes from the Hauptbahnhof station to the airport of Vienna. Once you arrive to the airport, go to your terminal. In our case was Terminal 1. The airport is actually very small, so the chances that you get lost are pretty low. It's very self-explanatory, just flow through it, go to the checkpoints, go look for your gate before going to the duty-free, before doing something else, please check your gate so that you are totally on time. Our flight is gonna take approximately 45 minutes to 1 hour maximum. Fortunately, you know, Poland is not that far away from Vienna, so this is perfect for taking a short nap, you know, listening to some music, and that's it. See you in Poland. We just arrived to the Jan Paul II International Airport in the city of Krakow. The airport of Krakow is also very small, so it's also very easy to navigate. We wanted to check if we could take the train from the airport to the city, which is the most reliable option, but unfortunately we were too late and the train is gone. So plan B, going to the main street to take an Uber that takes us to our Airbnb. We are very tired, so we just want to go home now. We came to the Airbnb directly to sleep, and then the next day, look at this. This is our Airbnb. It's pretty cozy, pretty small, pretty nice, in the beautiful district of Kazimierz, the old Jewish district. In this first morning, I just want to feel the autumn vibes in Krakow, a city that I miss so much. I don't know if you know, but I lived in this city for 4 years and I still miss it so much. Look at that, it's so gorgeous. So the idea is to stroll around, check the vibes, check the city, and just enjoy. Krakow is one of the oldest cities in Poland. It's packed with history, art, and it's a cool mix of old and new. Now, Krakow is in the southern part of Poland. It's close to the Carpathian Mountains and not too far from the Czech and Slovak borders. Now, cool tip. Krakow used to be the capital of Poland back in the day. And actually you can tell when you just walk around it, the cobblestone streets, the medieval, you know, vibes, the castles is amazing. In this trip, I'm gonna be showing you a couple of the coolest places in the city, like the main square, the Castle of Wawel, and the Kazimierz district. We are going to start right away in the Castle of Wawel. This castle is one of Poland's most important historic sites. Built on Wawel Hill, this castle was the royal residence for Polish kings for centuries. Now, different from walking around the castle gardens and the castle towers, you can also check the statue of the Pope Jan Paul II. But also, please don't miss to check the Dragon's Den. This is the dungeons. This is a cave about the legend of the Wawel dragon, Krakow's most famous mythical creature. Yes, in case you wonder, the entrance to the castle is for free. You can walk around, take pictures, take videos, enjoy the view to the river Wisła that is just right beneath the castle. Beautiful view. You only have to pay in case you want to go to the museums or to the dungeons. After coming down from the castle, we just wanted to check the city out. Beautiful, and you might find gems all along the way, like this building. This is one of the oldest faculties of Jagiellonian University, one of Poland's oldest universities. The building itself and its architecture is majestic. It's just gorgeous. There are different faculties all around the city. Now, this is really cool. Look at the map of the city of Krakow. As you can see, there is somehow of ring around the main square. This is because it used to be a fortress, so the city was protected, probably against enemies in the medieval times. So you can follow the ring and you will be having a beautiful walk around the old town. Now, we are walking towards another gem. This is Bagatella Theater. Right in the heart of Krakow, this is one of the city's oldest and most beloved theaters, founded in 1919. It has a rich history and has hosted some of Poland's most iconic plays and actors over the years. Now, this is also the perfect time to tell you how much a ticket for public transportation is, either buses or trams. The ticket for a single ride is 4 zlotys, which means something around €1 or a little bit less. Also, if you're walking around, don't miss out this bread. This is called obajanek, and usually it's a salty or a sesame seed bread. Very nice to have with a cup of coffee.
Also, there is this one, the heart.
We are now on the way to the main square, Rynek Główny. But there are many shops, many things to try, food, drinks, and this is one of those. Pizzatopia, I really recommend it. It's one of those pizza places where you can customize your pizza. You just pick anything you want on top. It's lovely. And here we are. Welcome to Rynek Główny. This is the main square, the old town of Krakow. I'm sorry that my camera is quick, but I was accidentally recording in hyperlapse and yeah, I didn't know. Now, this square is the biggest square in Europe. This is amazing. However, there is a dark story behind. As you can see, this cathedral has 2 towers, and one tower is slightly taller than the other. They were meant to be the same, because they represented 2 brothers, the sons of the king. However, the younger brother, by being greedy and looking for power and trying to be the king, he killed his older brother. Now, if you look inside this building, right up in this corner, you might find a knife. Nobody sees, everyone ignores this knife. Says the legend that this was the knife used by the younger brother to kill his older brother. Now, next time that you are in Krakow, please check it out. You see, all around people ignore it. Nobody knows this story. The following morning, I woke up early to buy some milk. I'm sorry, but I need milk with my coffee. Now, this is also the perfect time to show you the insides of our building in our Airbnb. It's such a nice, cool, cozy place. The streets is cool. This is in the heart of Kazimierz, also very convenient to commute to any other parts of the city. This Airbnb is in a very old building. This type of oldish Eastern European buildings, there is some type of vibe or aesthetic with these buildings that I actually love. Now, the issue is that we discovered one little detail that we didn't know. This building has like an inner garden, which is not a garden, but you are going to know what I mean. But it was beautiful. We came at night, so we didn't recognize it, or we didn't appreciate it the first time we came because it was too dark. But during the morning, we were absolutely mesmerized and surprised by this. Here we go. This is our floor. Are you ready? Look at this. Yes, I know that I say garden, but it's not a garden. This is kind of the inner backyard, but look at this. Look at this beauty. And also this combined with the beautiful morning sunlight plus the autumn leaves that are already changing color, this creates some type of mesmerizing, romantic, cozy vibe that actually I loved. After having our first coffee, we went out to have a walk, looking for a place to have breakfast. Fortunately, it's not too hard to find cozy places for breakfast around Kashmir's. We found a nice place, but I forgot to record the food. So I'm gonna take a picture so you see what we ate. We ate some bread with things on top. Beautiful thing, delicious. Here it is with a couple of cappuccinos, and this was our breakfast. Now we are happy and ready to start walking around Kashmir's. Kashmir's is one of Krakow's most fascinating neighborhoods. With a rich Jewish history dating back to the 14th century, this area was once a Jewish city, packed with synagogues, schools, and bustling markets. During the Second World War, it was devastated, but today, Kashmir's is a place of remembrance and revival. The historic synagogues and cemeteries still stand, and there are also many memorials honoring the Jewish community. Now, it's a lively, artsy district with cafes, bars, art galleries, and amazing street art. Kashmir's blends old world charm with modern bohemian vibe, making it a must visit for you, for me, for anyone who comes to Krakow. I told you before that by walking around Kashmir's you might find a lot of gems, cafes and stuff, and this is one of those. This is Tsitat Cafe. This is one of those cafes that bring memories from those times where I was living in Krakow. I was visiting this place at least once a week. It's kind of a combination of a library and a cafe with a good aesthetic. Usually people come here to work, read a book, or just have quiet conversations. This place is gorgeous. I really recommend it if you pass by. Now, if you walk around Kashmir's, you might find different buildings, actually many buildings and places that work as memorials for the old ghetto or the Jewish district. You might also find this place and many other places around Krakow in the movie Schindler's List, which was filmed here. Please do me a favor, if you are around, please come to Hevre, this place, come for some wine, a beer or a coffee. This was an old synagogue turned into a coffee. It still has its original wall paintings. Important to mention, don't forget to validate your ticket in one of these machines once you get into the bus or to the truck. Now with this I confirm that I am such a bad vlogger. We came again for breakfast and I forgot to record the food to show you. Because it was so good and I'm sorry, I was not concentrated. But anyway, here it is. It was some bread spreads with a cake. I'm sorry because it's too late. I totally forgot to record. But it was super amazing. I know you want to know how much things cost, so this breakfast was 96 zlotys. I promise next time I'm gonna record the food. I promise. Now, today we are coming to one of the highlights of this trip, which is Schindler's Factory. Yes, the same Schindler's from the movie The Schindler's List. This thing is amazing. There is a lot of value in the story of this place, because this place worked as a shelter because Oskar Schindler saved thousands of Jews from being taken to the concentration camps by the Nazis by keeping them in this factory as employees. You know the story. In the Second World War, the Jewish people, they were suffering from persecution from the Nazis. So this was totally a ticket to be safe. The price for the entrance to this museum was 30 euros for 2 people. Now, this museum obviously is about the Jewish community. However, it also portrays history of Krakow. You're gonna find pictures about old Krakow, old like families, influential people that Krakow had. Also, influential people from the Jewish community that served to Krakow. And basically, at the very beginning, you're going to have a wide perspective of what Poland was before the Second World War. I also want to mention that this museum is very interactive. There are a couple of artifacts that you can touch, you can use to read different pages, you can watch different pictures, you can actually stamp some postcards with old stamps. I also want to warn you that during this video I'm going to censor a couple of the things that I'm going to show in the museum because of the YouTube policies, and there are many of the symbols, I guess you know what I'm talking about, the symbols of the Nazis and a couple of names and faces that I assume are not well seen by YouTube, so I'm going to censor them. But yes, coming back to the video, this place shows a nice perspective of what Poland looked like before the war, during and after. Now, in this place you can start seeing more the episode of the war. Now, there is something very moving that you're going to see all around this museum. You're going to find letters. Letters actually handwritten by Jewish people who were sending them to their families or relatives. Some of them were writing letters to people they thought they were alive, but they were actually sent to the concentration camps. So these letters were never delivered, so they are here for you to read. However, I know that it's kind of sad, but also it shows the hope that these people had in those difficult times. Hope. Sometimes that's the only thing that keeps you alive. Never lose hope. Also, my view over Poland totally changed after I came to these museums and other museums around Poland, because Poland is such a strong nation. They rebuilt their whole country almost 2 times. And for example, cities like the capital, Warsaw, was destroyed, like shattered to the ground. You go watch pictures, it was totally destroyed. And nowadays it looks like a normal, regular metropolitan city. So it shows the resilience and strength of Polish people. And maybe by this time, many of you are wondering about Auschwitz. Yes, the concentration camp that is very close to Krakow is actually just 2 hours away by car. I already went there a couple of times before. However, I would not come back to do a video. I think there is a little bit out of respect to go to this place just to record a video. But if you have a chance to go, also please feel welcome to come. Your perspective on humanity itself will definitely change. I know that many people do not like to go to these war museums or go to visit concentration camps just, for the interest of seeing them, experiencing them, and actually understand what happened. But my opinion is that we all should go. Somehow we should visit one of those places to see how tragedies can come over ideologies. And hopefully it's gonna make us reflect and be aware that this can happen again. And we have parts of history here, like this place, like the concentration, like Auschwitz, so that we see them so that they don't happen again. So, in case you want to come to the Schindler's Museum, please count on at least 3 hours. This is actually how long it was for us, because you want to experience every place, there are many details, you want to check things out, you want to read things, you want to hear things. So yeah, something around 2.5 to 3 hours is the expected time to check this museum out. And yes, in case you come with some stuff with you to the museum, like a backpack or a hoodie, your jacket, the museum has a place in the lobby so you can leave your backpack or your bags in a locker, and you can give the hoodie or the jacket to a man who is collecting them. He's giving you a ticket, and then later on you can take it back.
I have a question.
We were a little bit exhausted and thirsty after this, so we went to Brobar. This is part of an old train station that was turned into a nice aesthetic bar. If you can, come, grab a drink, sit down and chill.
I don't know how to...
Now, lunchtime is here. And as I promised, I'm not gonna forget to show you the food today. And today we are coming to a very special and cool place. This is ramen, people. I was craving ramen for such a long time, and today is the day. This place is really cute and has a very good atmosphere. They have a very simple menu with the different ramens that you can have. It's so colorful. If you look around, there are many details in the place. By the way, in the menu, you also have the description and the meaning of some of the ingredients the ramen has, in case you don't know what they are. This is my beautiful matcha, but this is my ramen. Look at this. This was absolutely delicious. So please come by if you can. This is Ramen People. This is a very recommended place. Kraków at night is a whole new experience. There is a magic, romantic vibe all around the city. This is Florianska Street. Just if you go through it, you're gonna end up in the main square, just right where the cathedral is. This place is full of shops, food places, restaurants, bars, etc., etc. Oh, by the way, if you pass by one of these, you have to try one of the Polish donuts. And yes, of course, there are these candy shops in case you have a sweet. Now, this is one of the coolest things that we did. We heard rumors about things being cheaper in Krakow, so we went to Zara, right in the main square, Zara, and we were checking a couple of items and comparing them to the price they would have in Vienna, and it is true. They are at least 3 to 4 euros cheaper. So there you go. Nice trip, come to Krakow, beautiful, cheap, and also you can go to brand stores to buy things a little bit more economic. This is perfect. And what is a better way to end a night than going for a pizza? So we went to Pizzatopia, as I told you before, and in this place you can customize your pizza. It's cheap and you can put anything you want on top. Different cheeses, different doughs, different anything. This was the pizza that I created for myself and it was really good. This is in the center of Kazimierz. This is Plac Nowy. After this we went for a drink and we were done for the day. Now, our Krakow trip adventure is almost coming to an end after 4.5 days. But before I go, and as I promised, I want to show you a couple of food recommendations and restaurants. This is also such a nice place. The decoration and the interiors of this place are magnificent, and the food was perfect. I ordered a burger with some fries because I wanted to, have some cheap food, and it was really, really good. The burger was amazing, but the thing that I loved the most was the dessert. The dessert was cheesecake. I have mentioned this in different social medias, in my TikTok, that cheesecake is my favorite thing on earth, in different ways, in different forms. Yes, I'm sorry that I forgot to record the hamburger again, but dude, this is the cheesecake, and it has some caramel on top that was cranberry caramel, if I'm not wrong, and this was just heavenly heaven. This was amazing. So this is the name. Please note it down in case you want to pass by. And right in the main square we have Farina. This was our last dinner. We wanted to make it a little bit more special and go to a nicer place, so we went to a place that it was a Michelin recommendation. I think I don't have to talk much about it. Look at the interiors, the place was just lovely. Mostly seafood that was delicious, but yes, finally, please don't hate me. Finally, I'm gonna show you food. Finally, I'm gonna show you food. This is it. The appetizers, the main courses. We had so many things, and even dessert that I forgot the names. I just know that I had some salmon that was just on point. Yes, the place was a little bit fancier. It was a little bit more expensive, but it was absolutely worth it.
Inside, can you go inside? Show our way to it. Yeah, okay. Yes, do it.
This was the total cost, which was something around 100 euros. And with this beautiful view, we say bye-bye to our last night in Krakow. Now we are saying bye-bye to Krakow. This is our last morning. We are now heading to the main station, Kraków Główny. This place is a shopping mall. It's a very big and nice shopping mall, but also it is the main bus and train station.
Sapar.
And yeah, before leaving we had to do it one more time. And yes, it's still a couple euros cheaper.
This is the Spanish one.
My dears, thank you so much for watching this video and coming along with me to this beautiful trip. Now we say bye-bye to the beautiful city of Krakow. Who knows where we're gonna go next? I'm really sorry for being such a bad vlogger and not showing you the food and a couple of other things, but I'm also learning in the process. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, like, comment. This is going to help me a lot. You can find me in different social media as merakium.merakium. You can see my poems, my writings, and other things that I do. Until next time, bye bye.